Hi, everybody. Sure, good to see you. I hope you're well. Won't you pull you up a chair and set a spell? Well, we talk about a small house in the middle of a small town. In a small Alabama town founded in 1956 with a population of 5,604 by the name of Rainsville lies a normal restaurant called McDonald's on the corner of Alabama Highway 35 and 75. Now, why in the world would I be talking about this place? Well, I'm actually not. It is actually the story of the land that the restaurant is owned. Way back before the town was founded, it was little more than just two dirt roads, a general store, a church, and an old white two-story house. That house was the McCurdy House, built in 1931 by Edward Elijah McCurdy, born January 5th, 1880, to parents Reverend Nathaniel Warren McCurdy and Martha Ann Brown. In 1912, Ed McCurdy moved to Rainsville to operate a general store and became the landowner of vast acreage. McCurdy's wife was Susie Coughton. She was born in 1877 and died in 1975. She bore 7 children and taught school in the counties for 50 years. McCurdy moved to Rainsville when it was little more than a community with 2 dirt roads, a church, and fields. McCurdy was elected as a Republican to the DeKalb County Commission in 1926 and was instrumental in the growth all across Sand Mountain by working throughout the intersection of Alabama 35 and 75 in Rainsville. Highway 75 in the town was subsequently named McCurdy Avenue. McCurdy lived in the election precinct 16 Blue Pond area in Alabama for about 40 years. He died May 14, 1954 in Fort Payne at the age of 74 and was buried in Mount Hermon Baptist Church Cemetery in Pine Ridge, Alabama. The famous McCurdy House was built in 1931. The interior was lined with cedar wood and the floors were made of quarter-sawn oak boards, bevel glass in the windows and doors. And during the 80s, the house was turned into a shop. The McCurdy House was placed on the Alabama Historical Register in 1978. In 1981, Bill Hubert and Warren Thurman began work to move the house to their property to create a museum for the citizens of Rainsville and to preserve the structure. But sadly, January 1990, Hubert passed, and a few short months later, under mysterious circumstances, the McCurdy House fell victim to a mysterious fire, and it burned to the ground, leaving nothing. It's kind of sad that a piece of history gone in an instant by a fire. But it makes you wonder, was that fire on purpose? Because it wasn't but just a couple of years later that a McDonald's appeared on that property where the house was. Who knows? The only thing that remains of that old house today is just an old historical marker on the side of the road just right in front of that McDonald's. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for sitting and listening to me tell you about the history of the McCurdy House. I appreciate y'all listening to me. I love yous to pieces, and we'll see you next time.